Time for live music on the programme. We're in the Radio 2 piano room yet again, and today we have one of the legends of popular music in the US and here in the UK. A man who's got more hits than he could wave a piano at. If you didn't know all of his songs, you pretty soon will. We're certainly going to hear 3 of them today, and it's a thrill to be able to welcome to the Radio 2 piano room the wonderful Neil Sedaka.
Ken, thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure.
I'm here in the piano room. I hope to see you personally soon.
I shall pop out in a moment.
1974-75. Strolling along country roads with my baby. It starts to rain, it begins to pour. Without an umbrella, we're soaked to the skin. I feel a shiver run up my spine. I feel the warmth of her hand in mine. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Ooh, how I love the rainy day and the happy way I feel inside. After a while we run under a tree. I turn to her and she kisses me. There with the beat of the rain on the leaves, softly she breathes and I close my eyes, sharing our love under stormy sky. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Ooh, how I love the rainy day and the happy way I feel inside. Piano solo. Of her hand in mine. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Ooh, how I love the rainy day and the happy way I feel inside. Once again. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Ooh, how I love the rainy day and the happy way I feel inside. Feeling happy inside. Feeling happy inside. I call it laughter in the rain.
Beautiful. Thank you, Neil.
I remembered all the words.
You did. And all the notes as well. How could you forget it, though? I mean, one of your massive successes. And so many of these successes, they're the soundtrack to our life, really.
Thank you. It went to only number 14 in the UK. I was very disappointed. It went to number 1 in the United States. And thanks to Sir Elton John, who put me on his record label.
Indeed. Well, you're playing Elton's old piano here.
That's right. I love
it. You're repaying the compliment there, and I can only apologise on behalf of the British record-buying public for not buying more of Laughter in the Rain. However, we've been hearing it all the years since.
I know.
We've been playing it a lot.
Thank you.
You're back in this country to do a tour, Neil, which is great news. Lovely.
I'm doing 6 or 7 concerts. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I remember September the 18th is the Albert Hall, and on the 14th is Birmingham, and September the 10th is Gateshead, and I think you have the others in front of you.
I've got the others. You're also at Glasgow, the Royal Concert Hall on Tuesday the 12th, and Manchester, Bridgewater Hall, 15th, Cardiff St David's Hall on the 20th. So it's not too lengthy a tour for you, because obviously you don't want to do
Well,
work.
at this age, you know, I pick and choose, but I picked the UK because they've been very kind to me over the years. The first one I ever did was 1961, Sunday night at the Palladium, with Adam Faith and Helen Shapiro.
Both fine artists.
Going
but,
back.
Yeah.
And I remember playing a Chopin piece. I did...
The Minute Waltz.
I was at the Dorchester Hotel, and the chambermaid said, "It's about time they sent someone other than rubbish from the United States." She said, "I'd like the Chopin. The rock and roll I don't like."
But of course, you have a classical background. You had classical training, and you did a classical album not so very long ago.
That's right. I put words, my original lyrics, to Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, Schumann, Chopin. I only collaborate with the best.
Yes, and they don't give you any grief about changing their work at all nowadays, do they? They can't phone you up and complain.
All public domain.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing, because you don't stand still. You don't just live off the triumphs of the past. You're always moving forward.
Yes, I have written 65 years, over 600 songs, believe it or not. I started when I was 2. And I like to develop and grow, raise the bar, reinvent Neil Sedaka each time.
But I think people they sometimes forget that you've written so many songs that they know. Do you find you've got to re-educate people every so often?
I have to do the oldies, because they'd lynch me if I didn't do the oldies. But I like to do some new songs, and I have a new album called I Do It for Applause, and I'm very proud. It's 14 new songs. And I think that people are curious if the artist is a songwriter. They want to hear something new.
Yeah. You don't mind doing the old stuff again.
Oh, I love
You're
it.
Perfectly happy.
I wouldn't be here if not for Calendar Girl and Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. Of course not.
But the new stuff, I'd like to hear some of the new stuff. So
Would
will you
you
do something for us, please?
I just happen to have it. It's so new that I'm going to read the lyric.
That's all right.
All right?
What's it called?
I Do It for Applause.
The title track of the album.
And it's available, I must plug, on the internet, all of the Amazons and iTunes, and neilsedaka.com.
Lovely. Well, let's hear it. Thank you, Neil.
I go on stage, go through the paces. That's been a dream of mine for such a long time. It has consumed me every waking moment. No one can change this heart of mine. I'll keep this dream alive inside me. There's something deep within that keeps me going. I won't be satisfied until I'm showing that I can reach you with my song. And when I go out on the stage, I seem to come alive in sharing my devotion. I'll make sure I please the crowd, the message from my heart that reaches your emotion. I'll try to touch you with my soul until I open all the doors. And now I give my heart to you. I do it for applause. I can hear the cheering crowd now, and I'll sing my song with all that's in me, and I know that it will surely win me the hopes and dreams I wished upon. I'll sing my songs again tomorrow. I'll look and stare at all the happy faces, and I will never ever show the traces of any doubts along the way. seem to come alive in sharing my devotion. Make sure I please the crowd, the message from my heart that reaches your emotion. I'll try to touch you with my soul until I open all the doors. And now I give my heart to you. I'll try until my dream comes true. I pray I hit the proper chords. I do it for applause.
And there will be applause everywhere you perform that. Beautiful, Neil. Thank you so much indeed. We'll give you a little rest for a moment or two, and we'll come back and hear another song from you shortly. But it's lovely, just lovely to have Neil Sedaka at the Radio 2 piano, the Elton John piano in the Radio 2 piano room. More coming from Neil very soon. Right then, it's time for more live music. Sadly, it's the last song we're going to hear. I think you wrote a song about that, didn't you, once upon a time, Neil? Something like that. But Neil Sedaka is in the Radio 2 piano room ready to sing one more song for us. So, Neil, we would all love to hear Solitaire. So, would you do that for us now, please?
Thank you, Ken. Out of the more than 600 songs that I've written, I think this is the most covered song. Over 40 cover versions, including Elvis, Shirley Bassey, and Andy Williams. There was a man, a lonely man, who lost his love through his indifference. A heart that cared, that went unshared until it died within his silence. And solitaire's the only game in town. Every road that takes him down, while life goes on around him everywhere. He's playing solitaire. Keeping to himself begins to deal. Still the king of hearts is well concealed. Another losing game comes to an end, and he deals them out again. A little hope goes up in smoke. Just how it goes without saying. There was a man, a lonely man, who would command the hand he's playing. And solitaire's the only game in town, and every road that takes him down. While life goes on around him everywhere, he's playing solitaire. And keeping to himself begins to deal. Still the king of hearts is well concealed. Another losing game comes to an end, and he deals them out again. And solitaire's the only game in town. Every road that takes him down. While life goes on around him everywhere. He's playing solitaire, playing solitaire.
Rightly regarded as one of the finest popular songs ever written. Neil, beautiful version of Solitaire. You're a great song.
Thank you, Ken.
We're getting a lot of people. I'll just give you a representative sample of what people are saying. Neil Sedaka, at last some real talent on your show, which is nice for me to read, you know. But this is from Craig Rutherford, who says, your voice is right on, still today. And the wonderful Neil Sedaka sounding just as good as ever. Loved him since forever, says Hilary White from Rushton in Northamptonshire. And my husband and I say, Frida and Tony, this is, going to see Neil at the Birmingham Symphony Hall next Thursday for our wedding anniversary. We can't wait.
Happy anniversary.
54th wedding anniversary.
Great.
Fantastic.
I beat them. I'm 55 years.
55 years married.
Anniversary.
Oh,
to the same woman.
Yeah. You've got a wonderful family. And Neil's tour, I better just give you all the dates. Gateshead, Sunday the 10th. Glasgow, Tuesday the 12th, Thursday the 14th, Birmingham Symphony Hall, Friday, Manchester Bridgewater Hall, the 15th that is, Monday the 18th, Royal Albert Hall in London, Wednesday 20th, Cardiff, St David's. Neil, such a delight to see you here. Thanks for coming in, and keep writing songs.
You
Never
think
stop.
I should? Maybe I'll get a little better each time.
Get the hang of it one of these days.
That'll never
I think you
make
wrote
it.
that one before, didn't
That'll
you?
never make it.
No. There is one more I'd like to read out to you, which I hope I've still got here. I haven't lost it. But it's more or less along
Only
the
read
lines
the good
of...
ones.
He's Neil Sedaka is one of the things that God got right.
How sweet.
Isn't that nice?
That's wonderful.
Lovely to see you here. Thanks so much, Neil.
I'm very grateful for the talent and glad to share it with the public.
It's been a delight to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Neil Sedaka.